Human biology is a brutal lottery. For most, the code runs perfectly, but when nature makes a catastrophic error, the results are terrifying. You are about to witness the unfiltered reality of rare people born different. Welcome to Epic Human Stories. We expose the raw, aggressive journeys of unusual humans who were handed a genetic death sentence. Instead of hiding their unbelievable appearances, these extraordinary individuals chose to fight back. They completely defy all logic, turning their rare physical features into an absolute weapon against a judgmental world. Do not look away. What you see next will permanently destroy everything you know about human perfection. Number 18. Karneshia Patton. To Karneshia Patton, her wheelchair represents a profound paradox. It is her most devoted ally and her ultimate adversary, a bond forged when she was just 3 years old. Diagnosed with spina bifida, an agonizing congenital condition where the spine and spinal cord fail to develop fully, she confronted a shattering truth. She was permanently paralyzed from the waist down. Yet this fierce 28-year-old from Birmingham, Alabama, refused to let a cruel diagnosis shackle her spirit. Instead of surrendering to despair, she weaponized her resilience, transforming that medical chair into symbolic wings to conquer heights that leave able-bodied onlookers completely breathless. Never permit her wheelchair to deceive you. Behind the radiant smile of this model shattering systemic prejudices in the fashion industry lies an unspoken life of rigid discipline and an insatiable hunger for conquest. Not only does she conquer the immense pressures of a demanding MBA program, but Karneshia also works tirelessly at a nail salon while maintaining a grueling workout regimen at the gym to showcase her boundless physical strength. Her breathtaking journey serves as an unyielding steel-clad declaration that disability is never a barrier to a woman's brilliance. She is actively leveraging her own life to redefine diversity, proving that true beauty lives within an indomitable will and a fearless heart that refuses to back down in the face of adversity. Number 17. Jono Lancaster. Forced to endure a harrowing destiny from birth, Jono Lancaster battles Treacher-Collins syndrome, a condition causing a severe deficit in facial bone structure. An unfathomable tragedy struck just hours after delivery when his biological parents abandoned him, unable to accept his physical appearance. Yet that rejection failed to extinguish his fierce survival instinct. Jono Lancaster transformed decades of bitter discrimination into the ultimate strength to rise above adversity. A monumental turning point emerged when Jono Lancaster ceased running and embraced the unique physical form destiny strangely bestowed upon him. Refusing to imprison his soul in despair, he rose as a fierce nomadic warrior, traveling to distant corners of the globe to locate and champion children enduring the same rare syndrome. Jono Lancaster transforms these grueling journeys into profound spiritual medicine, empowering young children to realize that their outer appearance never dictates their true human worth. Today, Jono Lancaster's name stands as a monumental symbol of unyielding courage as he leverages his harrowing personal odyssey to construct an inspiring digital empire. He proves that the painful scars of past rejection form the indestructible foundation for a glorious, self-respecting future. Jono Lancaster has not simply revolutionized his own destiny, but is igniting a brilliant flame of hope for millions, affirming that every individual is an astonishing, unique masterpiece. Number 16. Tessa Schiethart. Rather than hiding beneath thick cosmetics, Tessa Schiethart sparked a profound revolution by boldly unveiling the stark marks of destiny across her skin. The 25-year-old Amsterdam native was born with Sturge-Weber syndrome, an exceptionally rare condition leaving a deep port wine stain across her entire face, alongside severe ocular pressure threatening her vision. Yet, instead of viewing this as a flaw to mask, Tessa transformed her distinct appearance into an enduring symbol of courage, proving that true beauty always radiates from an authentic soul. Tessa's unwavering refusal to mask her skin represents more than a personal preference. It stands as a defiant rebellion against the oppressive beauty standards of modern society. Through her powerful To Face the World campaign, she ignited an unstoppable spark of confidence for individuals battling deep insecurities over visible differences. She insists that fleeing from natural markings alienates us from our true identity. Only by confronting reality uncovered can humanity forge a world that genuinely honors diversity. Tessa Schiethart's mission extends far beyond raising awareness. It aims to fundamentally reshape how large organizations and communities measure human worth. She proves that every soul is an invaluable piece within the vibrant mosaic of life, where natural birthmarks or flaws become the definitive highlights of an irreplaceable identity. This triumphant epic serves as an astonishing reminder to millions. Never let society dictate your beauty, but use unwavering confidence to completely redefine the world. Number 15. Monique Samuels. Monique Samuels battles a harrowing case of severe lymphedema inside her legs. The agonizing swelling initially targeted only her right side, but the relentless fluid eventually consumed both. Forced to sacrifice her youth, Monique abandoned track and field, the swim team, and marching band. She hid her limbs beneath long, flowing dresses instead of the cute shorts and jeans her peers wore. By adulthood, this painful insecurity became an unyielding reality. Monique's legs were too large for jeans or trousers. Though no permanent cure exists for lymphedema, she discovered powerful ways to manage the burden. At home, she utilizes a treadmill and weights, elevating her legs at every opportunity. She operates a compression pump and bandages for 60 minutes at a time to reduce the swelling. Number 14. Alex and Noah. Sparked by a random swipe on the Bumble app, the connection between Alex and Noah ignited a defiant romance, shattering deep physical divides and cruel social bias. Alex battles spinal muscular atrophy type 2. This brutal condition constantly forces her to confront a cynical world, doubting her fundamental right to experience affection and intimacy. Yet Noah stood firm as a beacon of unwavering devotion, fiercely silencing toxic rumors and malicious judgment regarding his intentions to shield the woman he adores. Refusing to bend under the relentless stigma aimed at severe disability, this resilient duo forged an unbreakable alliance. They prove that true emotional harmony knows absolutely no boundaries, completely untethered by physical limitations or toxic societal expectations. Stepping into a profound new reality as the call of parenthood beckons, Alex and Noah suddenly find themselves trapped in a fierce storm of toxic public backlash. Vicious online attacks branding their pregnancy as an irresponsible gamble failed to shatter the unyielding resolve of this brave couple, fiercely determined to safeguard the tiny life growing inside. Rather than squandering strength on pointless social media warfare, they chose to pool their resources, focusing entirely on crafting a home filled with profound empathy. Alex remains utterly convinced that deep compassion and a kind soul are the ultimate pillars for guiding a child toward genuine happiness. Their journey stands as more than just a testament to monumental grit. It delivers a radical lesson on our universal right to happiness, forcing us to fundamentally reevaluate the true value of human worth. Number 13. Jouri Tari. A harrowing medical nightmare known as venous malformation plunged Jouri Tari into a brutal race for survival from the very second of her birth. A menacing vascular growth the size of a golf ball ballooned on her lip, severely disfiguring her features while carrying a constant, terrifying risk of sudden rupture and catastrophic, fatal hemorrhaging. For doctors, the case of this 2-year-old toddler from Morocco presented an extraordinary medical crisis. The aggressive mass expanded relentlessly, directly suffocating her vital airway and robbing a defenseless child of a normal life. Defying immense geographical divides and staggering financial hurdles, an astonishing medical miracle unfolded in New York. A complex reconstructive surgery, valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars, finally rescued her stolen smile. The exact moment Jouri Tari smiled for the very first time following the successful removal of that perilous mass became a radiant emblem of human grit and boundless mercy. This profound odyssey of rebirth honors the incredible frontiers of modern healthcare, yet it also broadcasts an enduring testament of faith. No matter how agonizing the struggle, if we refuse to yield, the guiding light of hope will inevitably break through.
Number 12. Tina Earls.
For Tina Earls, this was no ordinary clinical verdict. It was an agonizing ultimatum. Maintain her natural face or surrender a piece of her own flesh to cheat an early grave. A relentless, aggressive nasal cancer forced this resilient Texas resident into a brutal war for survival. Her very reflection became the devastating toll required to purchase a tomorrow. Choosing the complete surgical amputation of her nose transcended standard operating room procedures. It sparked a profound, harrowing odyssey to rebuild her shattered sense of self from the dark wreckage of terror and grief. Embracing this brutal reality meant confronting a mirror that reflected a complete stranger, a crushing moment that ignited an extraordinary revival from the ashes of despair. Paralyzing self-doubt haunted Tina Earls like a phantom, trapping her behind synthetic prosthetics that inflicted agonizing physical and emotional torture. Every single day became a grueling battlefield against immense discomfort and the relentless dread of public scrutiny. Yet, within those deeply shattered depths, the unyielding power of her family's unconditional devotion emerged as the ultimate medicine, miraculously healing every invisible scar etched upon her wounded soul. Tina Earls eventually discovered that hiding from reality only drained her vital energy and eroded her authentic self. Breaking free, she boldly confronted society head-on with her altered face, transforming her physical trauma into a monument of miraculous determination and fierce, unparalleled bravery that no bodily scar could ever diminish. Her profound journey broadcasts an unmistakable truth. Authentic beauty never resides in flawless facial symmetry, but blooms within the unbreakable, defiant soul that fiercely claims its own identity. Never permit any tragedy to extinguish your inner light, because an indomitable will remains the ultimate, most magnificent armor that no earthly hardship can ever destroy. Number 11. Lizzie Velásquez. Entering this world, burdened by an astonishing medical paradox, Lizzie Velásquez battles an unfathomable anomaly that forbids her body from accumulating a solitary ounce of fat. Within this ultra-rare clinical reality, she must ingest massive amounts of sustaining calories daily, yet the scale refuses to budge. This profound vulnerability merely launched a miraculous odyssey of endurance, where every single breath defies the ruthless fate mapped out for a defenseless child. A devastating nightmare struck when Lizzie Velásquez unexpectedly discovered herself branded the world's ugliest woman on a prominent social media network. Millions of hostile views and malicious comments viciously targeted her with relentless humiliation and deep despair. Yet instead of breaking, she stood unyielding within that toxic storm. She transformed her agonizing heartbreak into an empowering force, igniting a massive revolution of compassion to shield millions of vulnerable young lives. Refusing to be defined as a victim, Lizzie Velásquez evolved into an international activist and an elite world-class orator. She actively spearheaded landmark federal legislation within the United States to safeguard children from relentless bullying, transforming her powerful voice into a formidable weapon to defend the vulnerable. Her razor-sharp intellect and profoundly compassionate heart have completely altered how the world operates, establishing a historic new era of empathy and absolute respect for differences. The enduring legacy of Lizzie Velásquez remains an immortal monument to self-worth, proving that happiness belongs to those who dare to love themselves. She solidified a profound truth: when a spirit is forged in harrowing adversity, it radiates a brilliant light, becoming a North Star for anyone lost in deep insecurity. Her miraculous journey transcends a lesson in survival, serving as a priceless testament to the boundless value anchored deep inside the human soul. Number 10. Ruhnke. Locked in a harrowing physical paradox, Ruhnke battles Morquio syndrome type A, restricting her height to just 90 centimeters. However, her tiny stature is completely eclipsed by the fierce personality and iron will of this 25-year-old from New Jersey. Living by her rule to never let anyone stop her, she transformed biological limitations into a vibrant stage for her identity. Carly proves true scale is measured not in inches, but by monumental dreams and relentless courage. Shielded from cruel taunts by the fierce protection of her brother Ed, she refused to surrender, stepping into the spotlight to transform her destiny. Ruhnke rejected the shadows, bravely commanding the catwalk and becoming a passionate charity ambassador, spreading a powerful message of unshakable confidence and self-respect. Her astonishing journey serves as a reminder to shatter the chains of prejudice and seize every new opportunity. She proves that when self-love thrives, all physical barriers must yield to the radiant light of an unbreakable spirit. Number 9. Tiphany Adams. An abysmal 5% chance of survival signifies the end for anyone, but for Tiphany Adams, it sparked an epic saga of rebirth. At just 17, she endured a car accident so catastrophic that everyone at the scene, including her, was declared dead by paramedics. Yet, after 30 harrowing hours of intense surgery and 3 agonizing weeks in a deep coma, Tiphany executed a spectacular escape from the icy clutches of death, proving miracles emerge only when a soul refuses to stop yearning for life. A harrowing shock struck when she awoke to her beloved father, breaking the devastating news she was paralyzed from the waist down by a severe spinal fracture. At her most vibrant age, bursting with dreams and ambitions, adopting a wheelchair for life felt like a cruel sentence capable of crushing any human will. Yet instead of surrendering to fate or sinking into self-doubt, the girl from California chose to weaponize pain into power, utilizing her physical limitations as a springboard to forge an unyielding steel spirit that no accident could ever shatter. She not only dominates elite bodybuilding stages with her chiseled physique, but also leverages her immense influence to redefine societal standards of perfection. This miraculous second chapter of Tiphany's journey unfolds as a monumental epic of bravery, offering a profound reminder that even if fate hurls you into the absolute abyss, as long as you dare to stand up and fight, you will still shine brilliantly in your own spectacular way. Tiphany Adams has definitively proven that absolutely nothing can stop a soul who boldly fights for survival. If this astonishing story inspired you, please hit like and subscribe to help broadcast these humanitarian values. Leave your thoughts below and let's get the conversation started. Number 8. Terra Jolé. This world was engineered for individuals of average height, yet Terra Jolé has proven that the true stature of a human soul is never measured in centimeters. Standing less than 4 feet tall due to achondroplasia, she transformed physical barriers and the cold, curious stares of the crowd into her own triumphant runway. This is far more than a story about a small woman. It is a profound journey of shattering the shackles of prejudice to affirm that every individual is a unique and priceless masterpiece. Diving into the cutthroat arena of reality television, Terra refused to hide. Instead, she confidently became the beating heart of hit shows like Little Women L.A. She masterfully commanded the media spotlight to expose the vivid reality of the little people community, a world fraught with relentless daily struggles but overflowing with fierce ambition and profound love. Each gripping episode she anchored was far more than mere entertainment. It was a profound lesson in mastering one's destiny, even when bearing the harsh flaws of nature. Terra's immense courage reached a soaring peak when she boldly stepped onto the grand stage of Dancing with the Stars, where every single movement became a harrowing battle against her own skeletal structure. The grueling sweat on the rehearsal floor and her radiant smile during spectacular spins broadcasted an unforgettable, powerful truth. When you cease blaming fate, that is precisely when miraculous breakthroughs begin. She beautifully taught the world that ultimate strength never lies in muscle or height, but in an unbreakable spirit that utterly refuses to bow before harsh prejudices. Today, as a relentless social activist, Terra Jolé labors diligently to completely revolutionize the mindset of millions regarding the concept of perfect beauty. The enduring legacy she leaves behind is not merely emotional footage, but an ironclad conviction for anyone battling personal insecurities or social barriers. Her astonishing journey reminds the world of an absolute truth. You may be born with a small frame, but you possess every right to forge a grand stature through monumental courage and a proud heart.
Number 7. Michele Koebke.
In Berlin, 24-year-old Michele Koebke shocked the entire world by constricting her midsection from 64 centimeters to an astonishing 40 centimeters. For 3 harrowing years, day and night, she bound her body without a single pause. Driven by a deep obsession to reach 38 centimeters, she aims to shatter the world record and become a literal double of her ultimate idol, Cathy Young. She has effectively reshaped her anatomy into an unbelievable living masterpiece. It stands as a testament to pure human resolve, dedicating thousands of grueling hours to force her physical frame into a surreal aesthetic standard, delivering a visual shock that leaves viewers entirely speechless.
Yet beneath this microscopic ant waist lies a devastating health crisis that Michele confronts daily. While she remains convinced she has unlocked the ultimate feminine beauty, the continuous crushing pressure on her internal organs and skeletal framework has triggered permanent, irreversible damage. Her haunting chronicle shifts far beyond a bizarre world record. It serves as a stark, cautionary warning about the perilous line separating aesthetic obsession from physical survival, forcing us to honor the innate value of the human body rather than pursuing such lethal, hazardous illusions.
Number 6. Autumn Kinkade. A phenomenal young woman with cerebral palsy is single-handedly driving inclusion across the fashion industry. Autumn Kinkade was born facing cerebral palsy, requiring a physical walker, but her intensely adventurous spirit has propelled her to model nationwide. The 18-year-old from Adair, Oklahoma, believes the fashion universe must feature disabled models to break boundaries and spark vital opportunities for others navigating unique challenges. Number 5. AnnCatherine Heigl. AnnCatherine Heigl, a remarkably shy girl living with Down syndrome, utterly stunned her family when she announced her dream to become a cheerleader. Known affectionately as AC, she had already shattered expectations by playing high school tennis, despite always dreading massive crowds. Now, at age 20, this Indianapolis, USA native has conquered her profound fear of public spectacles. Her family believes she has made history, becoming the first collegiate cheerleader with an intellectual disability.
Number 4. Deborah Moreno.
Devastating insults like cow or zebra once cast a suffocating shadow over the teenage years of Deborah Moreno in Rotterdam. Ever since the stark white patches of vitiligo began aggressively invading her skin at the tender age of 11, the young girl endured deep self-doubt, constantly hiding behind heavy layers of cosmetics to mask her identity. Yet, at age 15, a profound internal revolution ignited when Deborah chose to abandon that armor, embracing her unique, depigmented skin as a striking map of resilience instead of a tragic flaw requiring concealment. The ultimate transformation ignited when a photographer's lens unexpectedly captured the ethereal elegance masked beneath those contrasting skin tones. This single moment elevated Deborah from a target of schoolyard cruelty into a luminous icon within the global fashion industry. She is no longer that vulnerable child retreating into the dark. Today, she dominates as an international model, broadcasting an empowering message of confidence and self-worth across 5 continents. Her triumphant odyssey serves as an undeniable truth: when you boldly embrace your own striking differences, the entire world will halt to admire that extraordinary beauty.
Number 3. Harmonie-Rose Allen.
In a heartbreaking heartbeat, a vibrant, thriving infant became a catastrophic battleground as meningococcal meningitis unleashed its sudden, merciless assault. This was no ordinary medical crisis, but the complete annihilation of a child's future, forcing desperate physicians to make an agonizing choice: To save the life of little Harmonie-Rose Allen when she was only a few months old, surgeons had to amputate all 4 of her limbs and the tip of her nose. The shocking wreckage of this ruthless affliction violently shattered her physical form, thrusting her onto a grueling path of survival that would shatter the strongest adult. Rather than succumbing to this devastating fate, Harmonie-Rose bravely embraced advanced technology, reshaping carbon fiber prosthetic limbs into badges of profound courage to navigate her universe freely. Watching her dominate these advanced bionic limbs is far more than a technical marvel. It is an incredible, pure exhibition of unyielding human spirit. Every single stride represents more than strenuous physical exertion. It is a monumental triumph over gravity and harrowing physical trauma. She has learned to hold, navigate, and control her altered frame with miraculous coordination, proving that when innovation unites with bravery, every biological boundary is utterly broken. Boldly conquering long-distance marathons and commanding professional photo shoots, Harmonie-Rose relentlessly obliterates ancient definitions of symmetry and beauty. This fierce young warrior's dazzling smile instantly erases all pity, replacing it with profound admiration, effectively transforming physical trauma into an inspiring, vibrant lifestyle. By confidently thrusting her extraordinary form before the camera lens, she is radically re-educating the entire world, proving that true elegance resides not in physical perfection, but in the fearless defiance of embracing exactly who you are. Harmonie-Rose Allen's Miraculous Odyssey offers a profound masterclass in treasuring every fleeting second of existence. It proves that while fate can strip away physical wholeness, it can never cage a soul ablaze with passion. This harrowing saga stands as definitive proof that the ultimate disability is a defeated mindset. When you boldly smile at adversity, the entire world will halt, bowing in awe before the breathtaking power of an unyielding spirit. Number 2. Khadija Khatoon. Battling a devastating genetic anomaly called neurofibromatosis, Khadija Khatoon confronted an unfathomable reality when her facial skin progressively dropped, completely masking her features from early childhood. Denied the ordinary ability to view the world, this resilient Indian woman mastered navigating human existence through a profound spiritual intuition from her soul. This harrowing physical manifestation utterly failed to crush her indomitable spirit as she fiercely yearns for true societal acceptance and equality. Triumphing over the brutal adversity of her harsh living conditions, Khadija Khatoon weaponized absolute serenity against the invasive stares and deep prejudice of the world. Rejecting the submissive identity of a tragic victim, she stands tall as a powerful beacon of astonishing fortitude, compelling global humanitarian organizations to unite in her defense. This brave woman demonstrates that though her physical form remains heavily veiled by devastating affliction, her inner radiance possesses the miraculous strength to illuminate and unite empathetic souls worldwide. Number 1. Ellie-May Challis. Robbed of the carefree running and joyful play of normal childhood, Ellie-May Challis was thrust into a harrowing medical abyss when a catastrophic storm of meningitis claimed all 4 of her tiny limbs at just 16 months old. This brutal biological onslaught forced a toddler who had barely mastered basic words to instead learn the agonizing art of navigating extreme physical barriers within a severely altered body. What lingered after this devastating affliction was not merely relentless physical torment, but a future that appeared entirely locked away by the rigid prejudices of a lifetime defined by dependency and isolation. Yet from the dark depths of these brutal restrictions, Ellie-May discovered absolute liberation beneath the shimmering blue water, casting aside her prosthetic limbs to unleash an unyielding fiery spirit. Driven by an ironclad determination, she achieved a monumental milestone by cementing her legacy as the absolute youngest swimmer in the history of the British team at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics, utterly shattering the conventional limits of an athletic physique. Her breathtaking trajectory serves as a definitive testament that triumph avoids flawless anatomy, embracing instead those fierce souls who transform profound vulnerability into a launchpad to claim peaks that command universal awe. Society is deeply addicted to the illusion of symmetry, treating physical perfection as the ultimate currency. But flesh is just fragile armor, easily corrupted by a single mutated gene, a sudden bacterial strike, or the cold lottery of birth. The true anomaly isn't a missing limb or a distorted face. It is the terrifying sovereignty of the human spirit. When biological architecture collapses, these individuals do not merely survive, they completely weaponize their trauma. They transform catastrophic medical anomalies into an armor of invincibility, turning society's stares of pity into expressions of terrified awe. They prove that destiny does not reside in the DNA. It is forged in the fiery refusal to be broken by an unforgiving universe. You've stared into the abyss of what it means to be unusual humans, and the abyss stared right back. If you have the stomach to face the unfiltered reality of these extraordinary individuals, you belong with us. Subscribe to Epic Human Stories. Hit the bell to join the underground vault of those who question everything. Do not look away. The next story we unveil might just shatter the mirror you look into every morning.